But anyway, I've been knowing you for a while now, a couple years. And tell you the truth, even myself, I don't know your real story, where you came from, how you came up. You just popped out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need the full story.
The full story.
Yeah, from the seed, as I say. So you know my thing is S.R.T.F. So we're going to start at the seed, get to the root, get to the tree, then we get to the fruit of your greatness.
Okay.
Let's start at the seed, Elle.
So poetic.
I'm 3 of them.
Right. You want to know?
Is that a vape right there?
Yeah.
So to see where you come from.
Okay.
Like,
so I'm from New York.
Okay.
I'm from Brooklyn. I was always like a bad kid. Like always. Like from 12 on, I was like a bad kid. Probably sold drugs a little bit.
At 12?
At like 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever.
And what type of drugs?
All kinds of drugs.
Okay. Oh, I don't get too hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Confidentiality.
Yeah. And
Statute of limitations.
yeah, it was a long time ago.
Right.
And I got in trouble for it. I was in Rikers Island before and all that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want a different life. And then I moved to LA.
When did you move to LA?
When I was 26.
Okay.
Because I was like, you know, on drugs too.
Okay.
So I was just like, I want to start over and like go somewhere else. So I just like picked up and went to LA.
Right. So you just skipped from goddamn 12 all to 20. That's 12 years.
What do you want to know? I was just being bad that whole time.
Okay, just being a mercenary.
Yeah.
Damn.
And what do you want to know? Like, what specifically
But listen,
do you want to know?
it's just your story. So when I tell them, I'm talking about when I was in high school, you know your life now.
Okay, in high school, I didn't really, like, I was in high school. I didn't really go to high school.
Right.
Like, my first year of high school, my mom put me in a private school. It was all girls. It was a Jewish school. And they were like, the only thing I could remember is I was on the bus going home, and they asked me, like, what kind of bag do you have? And I had this Steve Madden bag that I, like, loved. And I was like, I have this Steve Madden bag. They're like, Steve Madden? Like, we only wear Prada over here. And I was like, I don't want to go to this school anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I was around, like, really rich kids. And even though we were, like, okay, we weren't, like, that rich. You know, there's, like, levels to richness.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so I wasn't wearing Prada in high school.
Yeah.
My parents didn't give me any money. But I always liked money. So I, like, wanted to make money from a young age. So I'd go to high school. After that, my 9th grade year, I went to public school after that. I convinced my parents to send me to public school. And then they had like one period that is attendance, which was my second period, which started at 7:30. It was a yoga class. So I'd go to yoga class every day, and then I'd just cut school. And I'd go like smoke weed and like be around people cutting school.
At 9th grade?
At 10th grade.
10th grade.
Yeah, I didn't go to school.
So you didn't graduate high school?
No, I took my GED.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, I went to beauty school. I wanted to do hair because my mom has a salon.
Okay.
Yeah, she still has a salon till this day. She always had a salon. So I grew up in a salon. So I was like, I'm going to do hair. And then when I graduated beauty school, like I got arrested. So
for what?
I was dating this guy. And he was like a drug dealer. But I really liked him. So like I was really caught up with him, and he was selling to an undercover cop, and I was just in the car. Right. And I guess I passed it to him.
Oh, you guess?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a pickup truck.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously.
So the guy
had a pickup truck. I was sitting in the middle of the pickup truck, and I passed him the stuff.
Oh, so you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. So they arrested me because they wanted me to like snitch on him.
Of course.
But I was raised not to snitch because I come from I was raised around Italians.
Right.
And that was a big thing. Like if you were a snitch, like rat this and rat that.
Yeah, I always thought you was Italian before I knew you was Jewish.
Yeah.
Because I know Brooklyn got them Italians there.
Yeah, so I was like, you. Right. Like, I'm not snitching. And my lawyer was like, no, you need to snitch. You need to get out of this. You're 18. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And they're like, what the is wrong with you? I'm like, no, I love him. You know what I mean? Right. Like, so I was just dealing with that. So I couldn't really work too much. And then, I don't know, what was I doing between like 20 and 26? I was just hustling. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because once that happened, you just hit the ground running out.
So, like, I was making money doing hair. I was making, like, $1,000 a day. So, I was doing hair color for the Jewish women who have wigs.
Oh, okay.
So you know how people have to cover their hair in our culture? Like
Right.
you have to, when you're married, you have to wear a wig to
I
cover
did
your
not
hair.
know that.
So yeah, so in like Muslim religion, Jewish religion, like you have to be modest. So
Right.
you can't show your real hair when you're married. Only your husband can see your hair. So the women, the Jewish women, they just buy like these expensive ass wigs that look better than their hair.
Right.
And they cover their hair with those wigs.
So they found a loophole.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I used to do hair color for those wigs, and each one I was charging like $300 a pop. And I blew up I was working at one place, and I was doing a really good job, you know, because whatever. And I was just killing. I was making like $1,000 a day because my mom had a salon. She works in a Jewish neighborhood, so I
Right.
was just taking her clients, and she didn't charge me anything. She just like make your money. But I started selling dogs. I opened up a doggy daycare.
Okay.
Yeah, like I started making. I sold bulldogs
Back then.
back then.
Man.
Yeah, English bulldogs, not Frenchies.
Oh, them the good ones.
Yeah.
The fat head ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some too. So and so I was making good money doing that, selling the dogs. So I was like, I don't want to do hair. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave up on it. And I was just, you know, making money, just doing whatever, like just nothing. You know, I wasn't a prostitute ever or anything, but you know, just hustling, whatever.
Back in those days.
Back in those days. So then I was like, I'm just gonna go to LA and start over. So I just booked a flight and left.
So you just said, forget everything, forget
Yeah.
the dogs, forget the hair.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to LA. Was it going to LA to go for Hollywood and be
I
amongst
don't
the
know.
stars,
No,
or
no, I don't know. I'm very impulsive. Like when I do something, I don't really think about it too much. I just do and I figure it out when I get there.
right?
So I was just like, I don't like this life. Like I just felt like I could do more. You know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean.
I just wanted to get away from like the bad shit that I was doing.
Yeah.
The
And going all
drugs.
the way across, the drugs.
The drugs.
What kind of drugs were you doing at this time? The people want to know.
No, they don't. Doesn't matter.
All of the above.
Yeah, I've tried every drug except
Okay.
for like crack and meth.
Yeah, them the doozies.
Right. I don't.
Ain't no really bouncing back from that.
Right.
You smoking big cracks, or you on methed up, shooting up the orange pipe, heroin up.
Yeah.
Ain't no turning around. You just might as well just go to zombie land.